Hi guys, it's Kilnamaki. Well, what did you think of that last video about personal independence payment I spoke about? Very shocking. I feel it's very shocking what people have to go through. Now, just to prove to you, here's my letter. Oops, sorry, shouldn't see that. Please ignore that. It states the 17th of December 2020. Personal independence. I have looked at your claim, decided I cannot owe you personal independence. Now, this is what it says. I have decided your PIP award will end on the 17th of December 2020. This is because your needs have changed. I realise that this decision is not the news you were hoping for. I will explain how I made this decision later in this letter. If you have a carer and gets care allowance, they will be affected. They will be affected. We will write to them, explain what will happen in their carer's allowance. If you need support and advice with money, if you need managing your money, please contact the Money Advice Service. They offer free independence advice about how to make the best of your money, including budgeting, saving, and dealing with debt. To find out more, go to www.moneyadvice.org.uk. How I made a decision. I looked at all the information available to me, including the how your disability affects you form and the information provided by the health professional consultant's report. This told me the type of help and how much help you need. I used this information to look at whether you can carry out 12 activities and amount of help you need. A score was given for each of these. There are 10 activities for the daily living part of PIP and 2 for the mobility part. If you try to score for the daily living activities between 8 and 11, you will be awarded the standard rate. If your score is 12 or more, you will be awarded the enhanced rate. This is the same for mobility activities. Daily living for the 10 daily living activities you scored. Preparing food score out of 8. You can prepare and cook simple meals unaided 0. Okay. Page 1, page 2, page 3. Eating and drinking score out of 10. You can eat and drink unaided. Washing and bathing scored out. You can wash and bath unaided. Managing your toilet needs. 0, 0, 0. Dressing and undressing score 0. Communicating score out of you can express and understand following information and unaided. Reading score of 8. You can read and understand basic complex writing info, even and or using glasses or contact lenses. Mixing with other people score 0. You can go with other people unaided. Making budgeting 6 0. Your total score for daily living and PIP is 0. This means I cannot owe you to pay you daily living. Where does it talk about the mental health? Where does it talk about the eyesight? And how does, okay, managing treatments? Well, I had to learn that. It took me a long while. Okay, washing and bathing. My wife helps me and makes sure I am safe and that. And she told the lady on the phone, dressing and undressing. Yes, I do have to sit on the bed and comfortable and get dress, or in the bathroom, I do have a seat in the bathroom, a shower seat, which I sit on and use. When I try and shave, as you see, I haven't had quite a shave yet. It takes me like nearly half hour, sometimes to an hour, if it's thick, because trying to, I have to feel to make sure that it's so. And I spoke about sunlight and different weathers which affect me, and I agree with this other lady. How is talking about going to the toilet? All right, if you were physically disabled, yes, that would be a good question to ask. But asking someone with mental health that doesn't make sense. Of course, you're going to go to the toilet if you need a fling, go to the toilet. For goodness sake. Communicating. I find it hard communicating, mixing with people because of things which have been said about me and being bullied. And this is a new thing for me with videos, because I'm in the comfortable of my own home, and I'm using the computer to talk about how I feel about things, because I've been told I need to express my feelings and not hold things in anymore, where I used to be told from a really sort of young age, don't talk about certain things. I wasn't allowed to. So community mixing with others is quite hard, and finding the right people to trust. Okay, there's that one. Reading. You can read, understand basic elements, written information, either unaided or using glasses, contact lenses. Well, I've been wearing glasses since the age of 2. So they've been part of my life. So obviously I've got used to wearing glasses, and they're not always perfect for me, because often the eyesight changes, and the left eye is a pain in the rear end sometimes. Budgeting. I've only just, for the last year or so, someone taught me how to be more budgeting with money. I let I'll make sure that everything goes out a certain date, so I don't have to worry about it. It's taken off me. What else does it say here? Okay, planning and following a journey. You can plan and follow the route of a journey unaided. No, I don't plan journeys. I don't go anywhere on my own. And April and I haven't been away for some time. And I haven't travelled to places on my own for a very long time. And as I said, and then it says you can stand and then move more than 200 meters, either aided or unaided. Maybe so, but I don't know whether there's nothing about my eyesight here or the mental health. And it's got here, my decision. You asked us to look at your award on the 6th of August 2020. I looked at the information you provided in the health professional consensus report and changed the previous choices based on the medical evidence received. I amended your PIP award from the 17th of December, as you no longer meet the conditions for the PIP, and I would not have you expect you to know from the information provided that PIP expects you to know the information provided will change. I made my decision using information about your health condition or disability, including details of any treatment, medical test results and symptoms. This information is best available enough to decide how much help you need. You said you can manage taking natural toilet needs or income valuable and making budget decisions. I agree all that you stressed in your questionnaire that you need help with managing therapy or monitoring a condition and adjusting and adjusting you include the assessor that you can manage these activities independently. I agree that you can manage these tasks, and you said you have difficulties preparing food, washing and bathing, reading and understanding signs and symbols, and words engaging with other people face to face during the telephone assessment. Your mental state examiner was normal. Dear. You can't just, they're not with you 24/7, are they? So it's ridiculous. And as I spoke in one of my videos, I spoke about the tribunal. I went to for my just to prove this. And then this took 2 years. I mean, it's ridiculous how these tribunals take when you fight against a decision. It's ridiculous. Why does there have to be one for each? One for PIP, one for ESA, one for universal credit. Why can't they just do them all as one, so you don't have to go through all that stress again? And if one states that, this is from the higher courts, and this was done on the 9th of the 1st, 2019, nearly a year ago. No, nearly 2 years ago, sorry. And it states that, well, on there, saying getting around, is unable to get to specific places without the climate is unfamiliar without being accomplished by another person. Coping with social engagement due to cognitive impairment or mental disorder. Social contact with someone unfamiliar to the climate is not possible for the majority of the time due to difficulty relating to others, separate distress, explained by the individual. Now, at first, Universal Credit only gave me 6 points for both of these, but the judge gave getting about, instead of 6 points, 15, and the second one 16 points. So there's nothing about my mental health whatsoever. Or the eye problem. So it shows how both Universal Credit and PIP needs looking at. They need to be adjusted. And I advise you, I don't think you have to pay. It's only if you want to pay something to the guy called Mark Marwitz, and he goes into great detail of Universal Credit and a lot about DWP. And I advise you to go on YouTube, type in Mark Marwitz, and if you're struggling with universal credit and PIP, there is some good videos out there. I will try and find some for you too, which I will put on my channel with a video. So, and we can try and discuss about this. Also, as I've been checking out, let me see if I can find it, because I accidentally shut my phone. Everything's big on here so I can see. Oh, there is something called mental health and money advice. That's something, if anyone is interested, do have many mental health and need money advice. There you go. So let me just show you that. Maybe. As you can see, my phone is quite big for me with big words. Right, if you type in Google personal underpayment, let's just sorry, just lost it again. What's happened there? Sorry about this. It's very interesting what you can find about it's taking me right away. Let me just find how to spell this again. Me and spelling and maths, we don't go together. I find it very difficult. Here are. This is the sort of things you can find. Now, I never used to be as confident as I am doing videos. As you know, I haven't been doing many, and it's got thousands of benefits claimants facing delay as DWP staff diverted. Disability benefit claims planning during lockdown, says Minister. See what that says. Sorry. Disability benefit claims plummet during lockdown amongst fears valuable and able to access support. That's what I was saying. So it's got the independent employer over 100 journalists around the world to bring you news you can trust to support truly independent. Oh, that's about journalism. The number of people applying for disability benefits has plummeted during the coronavirus pandemic, prompting fears that disabled people could be struggling to access the documents and support to help them claim financial assistance. Disability Minister Justin Tonslin told MPs on Thursday that on average 5,000 people were currently claiming disability benefits per week, compared with around 51.00 minus 3-00 per week in the month January, making a drop of 62%. Well, obviously, if they're getting rid of some claimants, like what's happened with me, so it's telling you how they treat people. It is currently unclear as to why there has been such a considerable drop in claims, but Mr. Thompson admits that it could be linked to increased difficulty for people to get help from charities with the application progress. No, it's not just that. It's DWP stopping those who are already claiming PIP, what they were entitled to, and when they give more information, like they're supposed to, if anything changes, they have stopped so many. Speaking to the work and pension community on Thursday, he said, "We've seen a significant drop in the number of new claimants. We're not totally sure why. In January, there were 51/00 new claimants in the month. At the beginning of March, it was around 12/00 a week. That's now down to 5/000 a week as of last week." Well, obviously, people have heard stories how the DWP treat them, how that some of these people who are trying to make claims and has assessment, and then they get told they're not entitled to. That's where it is. It's where they've been cutting down. When asked by Conservative MP Dr. Ben Spencer whether he was worried about this drop and whether valuable people could not be applying because they are finding it more difficult to obtain medical evidence or access support from charities during the pandemic, he said. It was a very fair question. Mr. Chong added, "I'm doing a lot of engagement with the major stakeholders and getting them to talk to their members to find out what are the reasons behind why we're dropped by half." Well, I just mentioned it. You know, that people are getting worried because they are being told by people who are applying for either universal credit or PIP or SA. They're worried about the assessment. They're worried about how they're going to be treated, and probably hearing how many people are doing what they're meant to and then getting their money stopped. Have they ever thought about that? And it goes on. Matthew Harrison, Parliament co-chair of the Disability Benefits Consortium, told the Independent the drop in new applications disability benefits was deeply troubling, and said he feared this reflected the difficulty disabled people were facing assessing support and negativity the benefit system during the pandemic. He added the department should urgently investigate the reason for this sudden drop and provide better guidance that disability benefit applicants are open and of the new flexibility that have been introduced, such as a relaxation requirement for medical evidence. Mr. Thompson confirmed during the evidence session that disability claimants who were due for a reassessment in the next 3 months will get their benefits extended by 6 months. For these who had deteriorated, they would still be able to request a reassessment. Well, I never even got that choice. They just sent me a letter saying the 17th of January, 17th of December, my PIP stopped. So this sounds a load of to me. It shows me the government don't know on this occasion what they're doing. I mean, it says they would still be able to request a reassessment, which would be carried out by a telephone and paper-based review, he said. Well, the telephone assessments ain't that brilliant. How can you tell by a telephone? Goodness sake. It's been proven that telephone assessments do not work. And it says the minister said the DWP recognised that there were increasing challenges in obtaining medical evidence at the moment, and that caseworkers were subsequently relying very much on the claimant's case as they explain it. WP. He added that these changes in response to the COVID-19 emergency were actually very beneficial for the department because it had forced to make changes that it had planned to trial as part of a review of the assessment process aimed at reducing the anxiety it caused clients. Well, they're causing clients even more by stopping their payment. And then it says, I think when we return to normal state, there will be some valuable lessons about how we can better use medical evidence, oral evidence from claimants and increase the preparation of cases that are done with paper-based reviews, Mr. Tomlinson said. There are a lot of very valuable lessons to be learned out of this. I think we will see a great preparation of claims going forward that can be done by telephone or paper-based reviews. That was the thinking behind the future plans for the grant service. Well, a load of rubbish because they haven't even considered what the High Court said in 2017. And it proves why a lot of people are not listening to the government about staying home and mixing, and it makes it worse for the rest of us who are trying to do what we are told. But why should we if the government's not listening to what people are saying and even what the courts are saying? It's ridiculous. Well, I hope you like this video and please comment on it. Remember, if you're watching this on Facebook, please thumbs up, share the video amongst your friends, leave comments please. If you're a YouTube person, please thumbs up, press that bell for more videos so you don't miss any, and subscribe. This is a test. I want to see how many people do actually watch this and subscribe to it. This is the challenge for the new year. How many people will start watching my videos and subscribing to my channel? Everything's free. I'm not asking for any money. I'm doing this for the right reasons. I'm doing it for you people, so you learn more how we can beat DWP. Well, this is PK signing off. Catch you in the next video.